Taurus, welcome to your weekly reading. This is a general reading, so take it if it's resonating with your situation or leave it if it's not. Use tarot videos only when you feel guided to do so, and always use your own discernment. This is... So you've got, for your overall energy, the woman holding a coin, the thinking woman, and storm warning. So, with woman holding a coin, I'm getting that some of you are very cautious about your living situation with someone, or something to do with a perception of someone or something you've got in the physical realm. So it could be, I think this is a relationship. It doesn't have to be a romantic one, it could be family or friends, but I feel like you've been thinking about this, and it's kind of like you see the potential red flags, but you haven't really cut this person out, you haven't really dealt with this just yet. But there's this cautious energy. It's kind of like watching and observing, thinking, looking at the behavioral patterns, thinking oh, I've seen this before, this reminds me of somebody else or something else I went through. Understanding that your perceptions are a storm warning. This is it's like you felt the shift in their energy, you felt this shift in the behaviors or the situation, and you're this could turn out the way it turned out before in this other thing that I went through, that I dealt with. I think this, for you, if this reading's resonating, this is definitely the case. What you're picking up is intuitive, but it's also instinctual in your body, muscle memory. It's synaptic memories being triggered because something is in your awareness, and you're I know what this behavior's how this shows up. I know this is probably going to cause me a bit of damage or a bit of chaos in my life. You need to sort that out because the storm warning is there. And are you going to bunker down, latch down everything, close the windows and keep the rain out? Or are you just going to sit there when the storm rolls in and go, yep, I knew it. If you know it, avoid it, because what Spirit's saying is this is... it's kind of you're in a good place, you're working on your abundance, you're working on stability, protecting your life and all of that, but she's covered in the symbol from Mars. Some of you could be dealing with a masculine person, but it doesn't have to be. It's not gender specific. It could just be they have very masculine energies and they're unaware of that, causing it to be a toxic masculine rather than a divine healthy masculine. I've never noticed that little snail there. Hang on, can you see that? I have never noticed that in years and years and years I've been reading. See a little snail? Snail could be significant. If you see a snail, you've been seeing snails, it could be a sign. But I get that this is a slow... It's taken you a while to build up your abundance. You've had to really work hard at it, and you're kind of oh... is this person, or maybe even people, or it's a situation you're aware of that's going to be that you were oh, I've seen this before, this could turn out like it did before. You could probably navigate around the storm and stay in the situation, but with the 7 of Cups here into the 8 of Cups, I'm getting that there's a lot of things that you have to sort of deal with. It's just emotions pop up. There's just lots of emotions around this, oh, what if I do this? What if I did that? Oh, that doesn't feel good. I don't know, I'm anxious about that. Oh, God, what should I don't know. They're saying you need to walk away from this. Heed the storm warning around this toxic person. I just get that, for a lot of you, it's a person. It's something that you've been suspicious of, and it's I think maybe they're talking about me behind my back, or I think maybe they're gonna make a move or undermine my success or my happiness at any given moment. This is intuition, this is muscle memory, this is something you can't ignore because the storm warning is here. So what they're saying is take action, walk away from this, because you're going to feel a sense of peace. And then I feel like sitting with the King of Wands, you're going to look back and see this energy and be like, aha, because something's going to happen that you can avoid by walking away from this, and you're going to see it and be like, oh my god, I just dodged a bullet. I dodged a bullet. Thank God I trusted, thank Goddess I trusted my intuition. Thanks Spirit I took action, because if I didn't, I'd be stuck with that. And it could be like a person, like an actual relationship, and you think, oh, but I'd miss this person, oh, but this and that. Only after walking away, you turn back and look and see like, oh shit, okay, they were off, I felt like this was going to offer me all these things, potential for the future, but my god, there was only like a cup of gems being offered, maybe a kingdom being offered, but there was some like snakes in the cup, there was a dragon ready to pounce, there were things that were trying to disillusion you emotionally, to keep you unaware. Yeah, this could be a very like manipulative person, a very sneaky person. And maybe they're not even aware of it, although most people are when they're like this. For some of you, I feel like I need to say, you may be seeing a black cat. If that's the case, it could be a confirmation that this reading is for you. Yeah, there's an emotional indecision around your happiness, your life, and what's in it. Especially when it comes to this person, I don't know who this is, but you need to walk away. It's just like, because there's a storm warning, and you've been thinking about this. It's just kind of like, pondering it, thinking like, oh, I don't know, I'm trying to observe. You've already got the feeling, you've already got that suspicion. I mean, look at her, she's really suspicious. She's looking at you like, I've got your number. You do have their number, that's the thing, that's the problem. And you're thinking about it. You need to act. Walk away from this emotional, turbulent energy. Because you sit, oh, excuse me. Yeah, you're sitting on the throne and looking back and seeing what role it played. And I just get, for some of you, it's like you'll look back once you remove this person or remove yourself from this person and see just how stuck they kept you, just how confused emotionally they get. Yeah, I feel like this is an emotional gaslighting, emotional confusion. One day they show up, the next they don't. One day they're like saying, oh, I love you, but then their actions contradict that. You looking back and being like, holy shit, I dodged this major storm. I'm gonna get some clarifiers on this. Okay, they only gave me one from that deck. What is it? Sacred space. Family home. Some of you, this could be a family member. Or someone who you invite to your home and you feel like when they're there, you've got to like smudge when they leave. Or cleanse yourself when they leave. Or like just mentally decompress when they leave. This is a warning. This is a major red flag. You've got the knowledge, the suspicion. You've got that hunch, that intuitive hunch, that, oh, I probably should get rid of this person. I just don't know how, because they're such an old friend, or such a dear family member, or such a dear whatever, or they're an important role at my work. I can't just get rid of this person. Yes, you absolutely can. You absolutely can. And if you can't get rid of them in a situation, you leave that situation. Walk away from it. Walk away and don't look back. Do not look back. Walk out from that turbulent It's just, I get this, like, it's the storm is, whatever they're doing, it's trying to sweep you off your feet. It's trying to sweep you away in some capacity. And it's like, they've invaded your sacred space and you can feel them in your energy. It's just like, yuck, I don't need this, I do not need this. Just walk away with your head held high, and you'll turn around one day. It may not make sense to begin with. For some of you it could be blindingly clear and very quick, but for some of you it could take even years for you to look back, and then you turn around and go, oh, thank God I walked away from that, because my God, look at what they're doing now. Look at how they're showing up now. They are a mess. They are toxic. They did something dangerous, or they did something very dark that was like, oh shit, I dodged a bullet there. I'm getting... What am I getting? Another deck. Okay, yeah, we're going animal spirit. Hang on, I'll have a look. Taurus. There it is. That's two. Hang on, we got three. Are you serious? What are we doing? The first one that popped out was pig spirit. Use your mind wisely. Thinking woman. Yeah. Thinking woman. You've also got let spirit be your guide. Hawk spirit. Brown bear spirit, take time out. Otter spirit, you're never alone. With the love heart, yeah. Some of you, I feel like this is like a romantic relationship. Otherwise, this is like friends or family. With family home, it could definitely be family or love. Someone that you love dearly, that you cherish dearly, but use your mind wisely. It's telling you some stuff that you need to really listen to. Spirit speaking as well. It may not even come from you. It may just come from spirit, straight up. Take time out. Yeah, you're never alone. You may have a fear of walking away from this person because maybe they're like your nearest and dearest friend, or they're like a family member that you cherish, and you think, oh, but if I walk away from family, I'll have no family, like I'll be alone at Christmas. Or if I walk away from this lover, oh my God, then I'm just going to be alone, like they're the best thing that ever happened to me. Maybe we could just work it out. Or oh my God, this cherished friend, we've been friends since high school, oh my God, like, but they helped me through so much. Use your mind wisely though, Taurus. Like, take time out, allow spirit to speak. Your suspicions are going to be confirmed if you stick around, and I think your suspicions are telling you like this isn't going to end well. So if you're confused and you don't know which way to turn, maybe that's why that Seven of Cups has come out, you can get out of this. You need to walk out of this. You need to walk away from this and protect your sacred space. Your home, your inner sacred space, your energy field, how they affect you on a day-to-day basis. It only takes one comment, one action for them to knock you off center. And then you're like, oh my God, I knew this was going to happen. I frickin' knew it. So you can bunker down and try and withstand the storm. You may come out okay, but you'll still have to have gone through the storm and stand against it. And it's not that you can't do it. It's that you'd be better off just taking time out for yourself and walking away from this, because you're not going to be alone. When you clear out something, it's kind of like spirit has all these vessels for your life, like cups, vases, whatever you want to call them, spaces in your life. Sometimes they're filled with toxic people and toxic things, and once you clear them out, it opens up a whole new avenue for spirit to pour some goodness in, to bring you good partners, better family. Maybe not blood family, but better family than any blood relative you've ever had, you know, for those of you in toxic families, speaking from personal experience. But you're not alone. You need to know that. I feel like that's for someone, like really strongly. You're not gonna be alone. Even though, like, in your logical mind, that may be the end result, It's like, but then I'm not going to have this big social circle. I'm not going to have this family. I'm not going to have these friends or this person. I'm not like, my partner and like my partner's family love me. But does your partner? Or is your partner like a loose cannon, like a bull in a china shop? And you know it. And you think, oh, but they're just rough around the edges. Accept people for who they are and where they're at. That doesn't mean like don't help people that need the help. It just means you kind of know that this isn't going to work out. You know how this is going to affect your life. Are you willing to go through that storm? Or are you going to walk away? And I feel like if you walked away and didn't go through this storm, you're going to look back at some point in your life and be like, Jesus, I'm glad I walked away from that. Oh my God. If I hadn't of, some wild shit would have happened and my life wouldn't be as amazing as it is now. So I'm going to leave it at that, Spirit Taurus. No, I'm not. Hang on. Spirit's saying draw one more. Okay. Alright. Oh, there it is. Confidence. Rose. Roses may be significant. Have the confidence to trust your inner knowing, the suspicions that you've had. Be confident and watch what people in your life don't react well to you being confident. Even if you're like, oh, but I'm not that confident, I'm trying, but I'm not there. Fake it till you make it, because I promise you, it will highlight the toxic people in your life. The toxic people will come out when you stand in your power, and they'll try and dissuade you, discredit you, whatever they need to do to make sure that you don't walk into your abundance and sit on this throne and have the awareness that they're actually not who they're presenting as, or they're not as trustworthy or healed enough for you to keep them in close proximity. Alright, I'm going to leave it there now. Thanks for listening, Taurus. If you want a personal reading, head to my website. We can dive more in depth into your personal situation, but as for now, I'm going to leave it there, and blessed be.